Hi, Linda Bowen here from StampingWithLinda.com, your cardiologist since 1997, helping you create cards from the heart. If you joined me yesterday over on my blog, StampingWithLinda.com, you noticed that I shared a card done by a team member, Sandy, and it was a gatefold card. And so today, during my fancy fold, I thought I would make the same card again. I am using the Sending Smiles, and I have already die cut with the Fresh Fuchsia and the Gorgeous Grape. I glued that together with my multi-purpose glue. I also did the technique that I shared on Friday about embossing your piece of cardstock that you stamp your greeting on. So we've got that piece. So let's go ahead and get started. This card goes together very easily. Again, like I said, it's a gatefold card. So it's 5.5 by 8.5, and it's scored at 2 1/8 on both sides. Now I used my embossing folder and just embossed the two flaps. And now what I have got is just the Designer Series paper. First, let's do the greeting. The greeting, I only need one piece, and it's 1.5 by 4 inch for the Gorgeous Grape, and 3 7/8 by 1 3/8 in the Fresh Fuchsia. Again, I stamped that with a Sending Smiles stamp set and used my Gorgeous Grape ink pads. We've got that. Then I have two pieces, panels for the Designer Series paper. This is from the Hues of Happiness Designer Series paper, and I used just that kind of, I don't know what that is, just a splash of color. It's a neutral color on the back side. So I have used that, and that's what I'm going to use for my flap. So we're going to go ahead and bring in my card. Now the thing when you go to do this card, you need to remember that you put adhesive on the left side, on the top and the bottom, but then the middle panel gets the adhesive on the right side. I think that's the trickiest thing about this card. So we are just going to line that up at the top, leaving about an 1/8 of an inch. So we're going to go ahead and bring this piece down here, remembering just to put the adhesive on the left hand side. Looks like I'm running out of adhesive. There we go. Leaving that nice 1/8 inch border. And then my greeting one, we're going to add the adhesive to the right. So let's go ahead and do that. Now with the Hues of Happiness, the paper is just simply gorgeous. And so what I am going to be doing is adhering this here. Let's see if I can find my silicone mat. We're going to, just in case I get adhesive off to the edge, we're just going to add some adhesive. We're going to add that to that flap, like so. And now we're going to add our flowers. So let me bring in some dimensionals. I'm going to just kind of take my bone folder, kind of break those fibers in that paper. Got a little adhesive on my finger and everything's sticking here. Now we're going to add those dimensionals to the flowers. Again, this Designer Series paper, the Hues of Happiness, is just a great standalone Designer Series paper. You really can just use the paper for your embellishments. And add that to my flower. And there you have a fun, fancy fold, gatefold with opening flaps. Isn't that a fun card? Oops. You just put it in between. Hope you've enjoyed today's video. We'll talk to you real soon. Bye-bye.